Hi everyone, today I'm bringing to you a Pat McGrath-inspired glittery New Year's look to ring in the new year on an editorial glam note. Welcome back to Elle Canada's YouTube channel. My name is Marissa Roy, and let's get started with the eyes first. Because this is going to be very glittery, I want to do eyes first, skin later. I'm using the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre Velvet in Fleur de Pierre, which is a really creamy eyeshadow. There's nothing that I've tried quite like it. I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush to pack that onto the mobile lid only up until the crease and ever so slightly winging it out. We don't want to make the full intensity of the look just yet because applying the glittery eyeshadows on top will create a blurred dimension that I really like. So I'm taking the Vincent Longo Wet Diamond eyeshadow in Concerto. This is basically the similar shade to the Chanel eyeshadow I was just using. It's more of a sparkly silver black color. It's really pretty, and I'm enhancing the inner corner of the eye. I find my favorite Pat McGrath looks have that really smoky inner corner, so that's what I'm going for today. And I'm using the exact same brush that I was using. I like that the moisture that's left over on that flat eyeshadow brush will help to pick up that powder. Next, I'm taking the same type of eyeshadow in Midnight Taboo, and I'm just adding a little bit more intensity into the inner corner, adding a little bit more dimension as well. This is a beautiful midnight navy color. And then this is my favorite one. It's called Dawn Flesh, and it is just a beige glitter. It's so pretty. I'm using my finger for maximum impact and patting that onto the highlight portion of the eye, which is just the very center. Taking the same eyeshadow brush that we've been using all along and just blending it so it looks a little bit more uniform. Then taking my favorite mascara and applying mascara to my upper eyelashes. Then taking a tissue and just wiping away all the fallout. Taking the Rodial Skin Tint in Hamptons. This is really nice because it's got the same effect as a tinted moisturizer, but it's got a lot more coverage, which is great when we're going for a really glam look. You want the skin to look as perfect as your eye makeup. Then I'm taking a concealer and applying that in the highlight areas, so you can see I'm making more of a triangle of light under my eyes, setting that down with a powder so that it does not move. And then I'm also contouring under the cheekbones, around the temples, under the jawline, and along the sides of the nose. Taking the Peau Beaute Holiday Body Powder. This is just so stunning. It's a very glittery pinkish white beige color that is just so nice as a very intense highlight. I love the idea of this entire look being a sparkling way to celebrate the new year. So this is great. I'm putting it on the highlights of the cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose, just above the eyebrows, on the lip, and then a little bit on the collarbones and the shoulders for an all-over glow. Then I'm taking the Givenchy Mr. Intense Black Mascara top coat. And this is basically just like black, saturated, inky pigment that I'm putting onto my eyelashes, and it just, you can see it just makes them pop a lot more. Then I'm taking the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in Tomato. This is bright red, but I promise it looks really pretty on. So I'm taking my blush brush and adding it on an angle, basically where the contour was as well. I don't want to interrupt that upside down triangle of light that we created with the highlight. I want this to be a very angular look. Then I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Ellie Goulding Lash. Before I'm doing that though, I'm applying some mascara. Then I'm taking the longest lashes in the pack. There are 3 different lengths, and I'm applying 5 to my lower lash line for each side to enhance that kind of 1960s feel to the look. I wanted this look to be half 1960s in the shape of the eye and then half 1970s disco in the colors and the textures, the sparkle. Then I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Ellie Goulding Plushglass in Explosion. This is like a beigey, light pink, really shimmery gloss, but it has a plumping effect with peppermint. It feels really fun, and I thought that this kind of shimmery lip would be a really nice nude accent that wouldn't take away from the eyes. So there's the finished look. This is my eagle-eyed 1960s mod mixed with 1970s disco look. I hope you have a great New Year's, and I'll see you next year. Bye! Don't forget to stay subscribed to Elle Canada's YouTube channel for more tutorials. We also do plenty of hauls and reviews. Keep in touch by following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And don't forget to check out our last video by clicking the video on the screen.